Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video, we're going to be seeing your update predictions. I'm a little bit late, because the countdown already started about almost 2 days ago. But yeah, I asked the Discord server to show me your update predictions, and you did that. I haven't seen any of the predictions. Why is my DPI so high? So it's going to be a little bit wow. Anyways, let's go ahead and check them out. Alright, so we have about 250 suggestions. If you want to participate in stuff like this, join the Discord, but at first people actually thought this was a video ideas channel, so thanks for the video ideas. But so first off, we got like an insane suggestion. Also, the person that gets the most positive votes gets a little baby reward. My voice cut out. Anyways, suggestion: list of things that need to be fixed and added. Update boss rush. The game almost came out. What? And we haven't gotten anything for it. Yup. Either replace the characters with new, actually good characters, or just add new characters to the ones that are already there. Add new characters from different anime we haven't seen. The punctuation, pink eye. Add new characters from different anime. We haven't seen any big animes like Seven Deadly Sins, Black Clover, Fairy Tail, Record of Record. Oh my god. Also, the part where we haven't seen any big animes is just not true. We have One Piece, Bleach, One Punch Man, Naruto. Time Challenge has become pretty useless now. Time Challenge has become pretty useless now. So make it so where you can get trait tokens from it, and it would actually make it somewhat more better, or maybe you could drop mythic cards from it. Anyways, I do want to talk about that idea. You could have went way further in depth with that. I think with Time Challenge we need Time Challenge coins and like a black market shop where you can buy extremely expensive divine cards, divine accessories, maybe even divine pets, even though that already exists. And divine accessories also already exist, but I think that'd be really cool. I think we also would need a character from there, and it'd just have to be like insane. But make sure the game mode's like really hard, even though a lot of people complain about that. It would just make the game fun. Like Keys, Madoka, pretty hard character to get. I also feel like they shouldn't make it a luck thing where you just keep grinding until you drop it. I feel like they should do what Anime Adventures did with raids, to where if you complete 15 raids, you'll get the unit. I feel like they should make it if you reach a certain score in Time Challenge, or just if you get enough Time Challenge coins, you can get the character. Anyways, back to the suggestion. Divine cards. You need 3 mythic cards to fuse to become a divine card. You can reroll stats like with 1k raid tokens or trade tokens. I feel like the rerolling stats thing would be weird, because 1k raid tokens, you can just like, that'd be a steal, because you could reroll a divine card or you could buy a mythic card. Plus 3 mythic cards to make one. I feel like that would be a pretty cool idea. Add more start bonuses. The ones that we currently have are really old. 1.5 billion raid damage is not that hard anymore. That's something I've talked about a few times. Obviously we don't need more of these stat points, we already have too many. But we need these to be fixed up, you know, 1.5 billion. You can do that in one dimension. So I feel like this is still fine. This is they do need to bring this up though, because Garo he's just an instant cheat in Time Challenge. He's literally built for Time Challenge. But raid and boss rush are also fine. Make dimensions come out a little faster than 3 months for one dimension is kind of crazy, when the game is called Anime Dimensions and we don't get those often. One bad thing about that idea is if they release them even every 2 updates, we would already have too many dimensions. People would be level like 250 by now. I understand why people want more dimensions, but I feel like 3 months is actually good spacing. It's probably a pretty hot take, but within the first 1 year of the game, we already got to, I think, Slime or Fate Dimension. And within the first couple months, we got up to Sword Dimension. They just started slowing down dimensions. If they kept adding dimensions like that, we would just have like too many. Make shadow characters droppable during speed raids. Too expensive for some debuffed, unawakened characters. I do very agree with that. Very agree. Shadow Monarch and all the other characters are too expensive, and I think it would actually be really cool if you could drop them from doing speed raids. It would make Shadow Monarch kind of luck based, but it would take just too long to get him free to play. Make speed raid every 30 minutes. That would be pretty good because, you know, 2 times the amount of raid or speed raids. But one problem with that is you'll still run out of characters eventually, so it doesn't really matter. Make it easier to get raid tokens or raid characters / raise the probabilities. Now I can see why this one has so many downvotes, because it's so easy to get raid tokens. Now some people are just unlucky and can't get raid characters, but that's kind of, I mean, if you're only doing 100 raids and you're sad that you don't get a raid character, even though that's average, that's like what most people have to do to drop a raid character. At that point, just buy it. I don't get, and I know a lot of people don't have enough time to do 100+ raids. That's, I mean, you kind of do have enough time. You have like over a month for one raid character. Speed shops should be cheaper, infinite, and boss rush need more items. New JJK and Chainsaw Man characters should be added. That would be cool. I don't know. I think Sukuna definitely needs a buff because he's like one of the worst gem characters, and he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. Speed Raid should definitively be cheaper. I think Shadow Monarch should still be decently expensive, but he's terrible right now, even with the Awakening. I think he should cost around, I don't know, 2,000 at the most, and other characters should cost like 800. Maybe levels should be a bit easier to earn. That I don't think so, because within just a couple days you can get to the newest dimension. You just have to do a pretty solid amount of grinding. Hopefully raids will have higher chances for items if you read the whole list. Have a great day. Thank you. So you started off pretty good until you got to the levels and raids part. Raids, I don't think they need a higher chance for items. It's just like, that's mythic stuff. It's supposed to be pretty much the hardest thing to get besides divine stuff. And it's so easy to get. If you look at anyone who plays the game and is past level 141, they most definitely have at least one mythic card. They're not the easiest to drop, although you will drop them one day eventually. They're really easy to just buy. This is the same guy that made the first suggestion. No, I've suggested a lot today. But to add on, I did forget about this. Recently, Des made the update and changed infinite mode to 1 per day. That was not recently. That was almost a year ago. That was cool, but they made the amount of trait tokens you get so much lower. Like, you can get around 170 and get 1,200 trait tokens. That's like an hour of infinite for barely any spins. Also, you're bound to miss the raid in that time. Alright, so a lot of people, I don't know, you're like wrong. Yes, I do think they should make it either an infinite amount of infinites you can do, or just give you more trade tokens. But you used to get like, on wave 100, you would get like 150 infinite tokens. They buffed that a ton. But they definitely do need to raise trait tokens because no one even like really uses trait tokens to roll traits. They just use raid tokens. They're just way easier to get. This isn't really anything about the characters in Anime Dimensions, but they should add titles and rewards for being on the leaderboard. You could get like raid token rewards and etc. Yes, I feel like if you are on a leaderboard, you either get a title or like extra drops, like 2 times drops. Maybe not in raid, that'd be crazy. Maybe like 10 extra rewards and raid, so like a couple extra raid tokens for raid. I think that they should do what Anime Adventures does. Either have tournaments, or if you get on the leaderboard, then you get like an accessory, a card, a pet. I think that would be nice, and then like refresh every month. That'd be really cool because it'd give people incentive to actually get on the leaderboard. Although there are a lot of people that get falsely banned from the leaderboard, but that's extremely rare. I don't know why this has so many downvotes. Make Infinite Owner being able to kick people with less than a certain amount of damage. I do think that is decent, but I feel like that's not like anything crazy. Make an Infinite Owner able to kick people. Black Clover. Well, this was before the new countdown timer got here, so this guy could be a time traveler. Watch out. Make shadow characters better than normal characters because it's way harder to get. That one's a good one. I think shadow characters, they are literally just raid characters, but 20% worse, I think. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good idea. That would be pretty pay to win though, because you could just get like Dio, Shadow Dio, and he'd just be like insane. Not like Christmas Saber level, but same guy again. Suggestion, raid token boost. This would only apply for dimensions and speed raid. What? Like how the other boosts apply for dimensions. Now you can either buy these or just have these sometimes when they drop codes. They shouldn't give this too much, but yeah, I think it would help a lot. So, raid token boost, like the 2 times XP and 2 times gold. 2x raid tokens on weekends. That's a hot take, bud. That's a hot take. 2x raid tokens events are crazy. I farmed up 15k in like just a couple of days, so I don't think they should do that on the weekend, because raid tokens are already pretty easy to get. If they don't use my first suggestion, this would apply for weekends. It would help the players out, and the game numbers would go up on weekends because 2x XP is kind of useless. It would make the player go up. It would make the player base go up, but I feel like 2 times raid tokens is over exaggeration. 2 times speed raid tokens though, I don't know, I think I'm on to something. This is small, but I think it would be good. So just for raids, make a setting option to basically make it so you can't see other people. This will make it easier to dodge because sometimes you can't see anything because there are too many people walking around and Oh my, moving around and blocking everything. I feel like you could just do that by turning off others' effects, because you can keep your effects on and turn off others. I feel like people being there isn't that big of a deal. My idea is that they should implement, big man here, an enchantment system. Alright, I like where this is going. To add or replace stats on cards, accessories, and pets. And make it even more incentivized to do it. It's the only way to roll pet XP. What? Oh, only way to roll pet XP gain boss damage, mob damage, and other unique. Oh, I get it now. When you enchant, you can actually get like boss damage and mob damage and pet XP gain on your card. That would be cool. And other unique stats that only come from accessories. Of course, it'd have to be expensive on God, and get more expensive the more you reroll. An example of how the system would work is Diablo. They have a reroll system, but they're only allowed to choose one stat and only reroll that one stat until you get something that you need, while progressively getting more and more expensive the more you do it. That's actually really good. That's a good suggestion. Because that would change metas for certain things, so you'd have certain cards for certain game modes. Like, Raid, you'd probably have, like, either pet XP gain or boss damage. For Dimensions, you would just have, like, 10% cooldown reduction. Being able to level up accessories so it increases all substats by 0.5% every upgrade. For gold, of course, but really expensive, and a max level of 10 to 15. I feel like that's a little bit weird because accessories aren't meant to be like cards. They're supposed to be something that just adds on to your damage. Or at least that's what they were originally meant to be. Cards were supposed to be your main DPS, and then accessories would just be something on the side to boost your damage. That's why old accessories are so terrible. It was just something, help a little bit. Also, I'd like to add on to that one guy that talked about enchanting. There's so much you could do with that. I say something like enchanting, but it like limit breaks your stats. I've said this a ton of times. So max crit damage, for example, will go from 18 to 25, and then you'd be able to reroll the stats. Or you could buy a limit broken card. Or maybe that's what divine cards could be. They would just be cards, but the substats on them could go up to like 25. The attack can go up to like 10. The cooldown reduction can go up to like 7. So a lot of other people actually made suggestions, but they didn't use /suggest, so it's hard to differentiate between a suggestion and someone talking. So I'm not going to go and try and find all those, so for now, that's the end of today's video. I'll probably do this for other updates too. But yeah, if one of the devs is seeing this, please, like, I don't know, think about one of these at least. Especially the enchanting one, I think that'd be really cool. I know some of the devs watch my videos. I'm pretty positive they do. Because I'm the reason that Madoka Raid is friends only, since I showed how to AFK it, so. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video where I buy a monkey and then I gotta get rid of it, cause I don't know how to train a monkey, and I don't know, it mauled my face, so goodbye.